Alright, Xatu. Lock in, bro. So as long as this doesn't have a one-shot on me, I think I always have him here. It's always Shadow Ball because it's highest damage. It went for discharge anyway. I really thought I could only Shadow Ball. Oh, it saw kill. That's why. Nidoking maybe lives a Shadow Ball. What can you do, man? We can maybe stall it out with Chestnut somehow. Jesus Christ, man. Every gym fight, bro. Nice. We're back on best pace ever, y'all. They call him pChal. It's been 9 years since the last release of a game in the Pokemon Kaizo series. Finally, we get to play the newest addition to the series of hardest ROM hacks ever. We're hardcore nuzlocking, not using a damage calculator, have no idea what fights look like that we haven't fought yet. This is attempt 31. We're just past the 3rd gym badge. Welcome to Platinum Kaizo. Let's play Pokemon. We're on best pace ever. We are past Fantina. We are past Berry 3. We are past the first 2 trainers of Route 208. And we're just waiting to get past a couple more trainers so we can get our guaranteed Shuckle encounter because it's the last Pokemon left on the Rock Smash table. Box update, we got our first ever Walrein. That's kind of it, to be honest. Yesterday's Fantina was a fucking nightmare. I brought these 2 as plant sacks, but my head calcs were pretty off on some things, and then I also got really unlucky on some things, which resulted in the death of Xatu, Nidoking, and Furret. So not great, honestly. This box is kind of thin. There's like a lot of Pokemon here that I wish were alive, specifically Mime, Sudowoodo, Seeking, for Nidoking and Xatu, but what can you do? Let's get into it, shall we? We have a fight coming up against Triathlete. Sorry.
What do you think of Fantina after fighting her a few times? At first I thought she was easier than the first 2 leaders, but it seems like a fight that can fall apart very quickly.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. It's a pretty hard fight, but you have a lot of resources if you play well until then. And I think if you just bring like a couple of mandatory sacks, it's like super doable. Chestnut helps a lot. Okay, Jogger Richard. Oh wait, we can do the intro over this music. It's been, luckily I learned in my charity scouting event, not event, yes, event, that the jogger up there is actually just fake and not a trainer at all. So we don't really have to worry about anything. Not, in fact, a trainer, huh? I want to talk to him. I think I did talk to him in the thing, right? I'm not actually a jogger. I just think these clothes are comfortable. Don't judge me. Based. Doesn't he have an item under him? Yeah. It's an excellent level troll from SHF or Mr. Keating. Okay, we're gonna mud shot once here because this has a Shuka berry anyway. Okay, light screen up shouldn't really matter. Faster now, we can Earthquake. This should bait Dugtrio. Sorry, Dodrio. Dugtrio would be really bad. Dugtrio would actually be fine. I wish I baited Dugtrio. The Dodrio has Acupressure. And this guy has Check HP Flag, which basically means he's really likely to use setup moves. I couldn't be asked to like pre-damage into what I think is Drill Peck range there because I just didn't know how much the Magneton would be able to attack me. But I think as long as we get this burned, we should be okay. That's the worst one. That's fine. I think this at neutral attack should be okay. How often can this Acupressure? It's got 30 PP. Does the AI eventually make it stop? I would imagine if so, it would do it on +2, right? I can't kill this with Chestnut because it'll bait Dugtrio and then I'll be trapped is kind of the issue. So I kind of just have to let this guy rip more Acupressures while I just sit here like a sad little cuck. It's all good. That's fine. That's fine. 4. Should be dead on the 8th one, right? I could find out what this guy's HP is, or I could just assume it's not divisible by 8. HP calculation is different than other stats, but I forgot how. Let's find out. Bulbapedia stats. So, Dodrio is 70 base HP. So 2 times base is 140, plus IV is 31. You add level plus 10 at the end. So plus 38 plus 10 in this case. 124 HP. Is that as much HP as Chestnut? I don't think I did this right. Oh, I see. So it's 64 plus 38 plus 10 should be 112. That is exactly divisible by 8. Good thing I checked. I've been out for 5 turns, so it's dead in 3. So this should be dead next turn. The exact HP value of this Dodrio actually super matters here. This trainer has a Dugtrio in the back, so I don't want my Magcargo to be out when the Dodrio dies. I want my Dugtrio counter to be out when the Dodrio dies. In this case, Azumarill. But I want Dodrio to die on the exact turn where Azumarill switches in. However, the amount of turns Burn takes to kill a Pokemon depends on its exact HP stat. Because of the way that rounding works in Pokemon, it's either 8 or 9 turns to die to Burn. It's only 8 turns if the Pokemon's HP is divisible by exactly 8. So if I got that wrong, Azumarill might take an extra hit before Dodrio dies, and that might actually be super relevant. So what we can do is we can actually calculate this guy's exact HP with the stat formula, which maybe the editor is putting on screen now. It's 2 times base plus IV. In this game, it's always 31 on the enemies, plus EV. Enemies don't have EVs in this game. Times the level modifier, that's the level divided by 100, so times 0.38. Plus the level, plus 38, plus 10. We know that this has exactly 112 HP, which is exactly divisible by 8. So that means it should be exactly dead this turn. Bang. And now Azumarill is already out for Dugtrio to come in. In these hardcore Nuzlocke, every little edge matters, every turn matters. Azumarill's HP stat might matter here, because the Dugtrio might kill me with a Swords Dance plus a ground move, so saving that extra turn, that little bit of extra HP, super important there. He didn't Swords Dance. W. Go grab the heart scale. Yeah, I don't think I can. Let's not delude ourselves into thinking that we'll ever get to a point where we can actually use heart scales. Come on. Okay, we got a double battle coming up, and I think after this we can get Shuckle. This fight sucks. Trying to set my first modded ROM of friend plat. Whenever I try and open the emulator, it just shows a white screen error message. What's going on with it? Mosh Jarkus, our mod, is actually in chat right now. He's there to help any of you with any technical difficulties that you might have or whatever, tech support stuff. Feel free to message him on Discord. Okay, we'll actually not talk to them from the side this time and not get random AI on one side, or I still don't know how it actually works out. I think I'd rather have an AI that I have control over here. Don't really have an exact line for this. I'm just kind of gonna have a good turn 1 and then vibe it out from there. Okay. Magmar faster than this Sharpedo, should just be able to Thunder Punch it. And then Aggron. First ever Aggron in Plat Kaizo for me. A lot of people like delaying this for Head Smash until like after Wake or whatever. I'm not doing that. Let's just Iron Head the Giraffe, man. I think this is guaranteed Luxray. Wait, no. It's either Luxray or Munchlax. Which is kind of worse than the other opening that I had. This is also like a pretty bad result, I would say. Munchlax has counter, which is like giga annoying. It's good damage. Maybe he just clicks it a bunch and we're gonna be fine. This is the turn where he has the least damage potential. We could stay in here and kill the Giraffe Rig The issue is I think I want Aggron to stay in for sure, and that means that Aggron has to hit the Munchlax, which then gets me countered. So I think I'm gonna switch to Brawn. That's fine. Everything here has fire moves in the back. So we can use Protect with Wormadam here. Nice. Let's Protect. Shouldn't Earthquake, right? I guess Rock Slide. Or Takedown into Luxray. No, I can't Rock Slide either. It has to be Takedown. I mean, it's very likely that Munchlax sees kill into Wormadam, but I wouldn't like rely on it. I think I'd rather solo target the Luxray. Nice. I did fucking nothing. This position sucks. I think I have to go to Chestnut. Is Rock Slide even more damage than Takedown on Luxray with spread damage? I think it's like not even that significant, right? I think I should just take down again. And then it's gonna be like Thunderfang, Crunch. Not great. I think it's always switch Chestnut and take down Luxray again. It's not a lot of progress, I gotta say. Chestnut being faster than Munchlax is kind of nice though. Because it means my recover goes off before the Munchlax damage comes in, but after the Luxray. I think I like recover here. Double target Aggron is kind of scary as well actually, huh? I mean, it's Aggron. What are the moves? Fire Punch and Thunderfang. I could go to Nomu. That's like pretty bad tempo. Well, let's think about what happens when the Arcanine comes. Yeah, I think I want to leave the Nomu switch open when Arcanine comes. The Munchlax has to be off the field, man. Can I kill it with Iron Head Fire Spin? If I don't kill it, it's likely that I lose Aggron to counter. Like, what is Munchlax bulk compared to like Girafarig? It's got 135 HP with only 40 defense. Versus Girafarig, 8570. That's actually very comparable. Oh, this is close. If I think I have the kill, I should go for it, I think. It's just so high level. It's also plus defense nature. And Luxray could also flinch one of my Pokemon. There's like a lot of options here. I'm not really sure what the best play is. What about Nomu now? Fire Spin Munchlax. That's kind of not super bad. That gives me a lot of options next turn. Nice. I think Iron Head Fire Spin would have killed. It countered. Okay. Okay, this is free now, I think. I think I should double target Munchlax in case of flinch to 100% deny the Munchlax attack this turn. Jesus. Beautiful. Do I have to switch out Chestnut? I think it's always Crunch. It's Crunch or Thunderfang. I think it's Sand Slash. And Earth Power here. Nice. Easy. Woo! Can we get Shuck Bob now? We can. It's gonna take a while, but we'll get there. Shuckle is the last Pokemon left on the Rock Smash table. Everything else is dupes. So we have to walk all this way to this rock smash rock like a billion times until we can get it. Okay. Sure, man. He really wanted in, huh? Okay. Yeah, let's do it. All right. We want nature that gives defenses, and we want high HP IV. That's the only thing that matters. Can you say Shuck City? Naughty is horrible. 8. Wait, no, that's... Sorry. 5 HP IV. Horrible. Okay. What are you gonna do? I've gotten some pretty good IVs and natures this run. I'm not one to complain. I did save my Rock Tomb TM, which is kind of massive. I'll hold off on teaching it until I need it. And the nice thing about Shuckle is you can level it pretty low because it's also very functional at lower levels. Because oftentimes you just want to get it in an Encore. So we can get to like 42 and then just like speed rain it a bunch. Because this can come to like every fight pretty much. Okay. Pokekid time. Level 1 Pichu lead. No fake out for this. I had like a really good line for this last time. No, I think I f***ed up my line for this last time. I don't remember. This fight's like actually kind of f***ing tricky with the Ditto and the trapping Beedrill and such. And this Pikachu is just like insane amounts of damage. I think I tried to use Shuckle for this Pikachu last time and like f***ed it up or something. Stressful fight, man. Stressful f***ing fight, but we'll see. Let's not talk until we actually get there. Maybe it's even more stressful than I'm imagining. Shuckle definitely didn't come... I don't know if I have any answer for this Pikachu if I don't have Shuckle here. Oh, low key. If Pseudo like crits me into Sucker Punch range, it's also really scary, but I think I literally have no counterplay for that. What happens if he does that? Do I just lose? Let's not worry about things that aren't going to happen. Why worry about something that isn't going to happen? Your thoughts on mandatory subplots in Pokemon? Isn't that just the plot? I guess you could have a mandatory subplot. You ever think about how in a movie all the plot is mandatory? Fuck that, man. I guess it's not if you watch it as like a compilation of YouTube shorts. Do I need to go Cherry Berry here? I think me getting paralyzed here doesn't fucking matter. Also, I can just Rock Slide and not make contact. Also gives me flinch chance. Kind of nice with it, actually. Okay, so this is guaranteed Sucker Punch or Earthquake. Nomu has solid rocks, so Earthquake is really not that scary. This is very much the preferable situation that we got ourselves in. You can't Woodhammer or Head Smash because the recoil moves are... They don't actually like calc... Never mind, I'm wrong apparently. I'm just wrong. I think Woodhammer might calc damage. Yeah, this is like the exact shit I was worried about. Well, it's fine. Nomu's a beast. And, he's gonna kill this guy. The scary part is now, am I dead to Pikachu Double Edge? I did go Shell Bell, right? That does help a little bit. It's a Reckless Pikachu with Light Ball. This thing does so much damage. It's got Surf. If it's Ludi into Double Edge, I think that guy might just be dead, actually. I have, like... no pivot line is the problem. Because Braunbait's Thunderbolt. I think it's hard Shuckle. Originally it was to pivot through Ludicolo on Surf and then get Double Edge and then go Shuckle, but I think it's just hard Shuckle here. If it's Submission, it's potentially really bad for Shuckle as well. I almost lost my Shuckle here last time that way, pivoting into a Submission like that. Good luck. Nice. Encore into Surf. Oh, we can Thunderbolt there. That's actually fine. Kinda. Christ almighty. So the problem is... Yes, I can kill this with Nomu. Whoever kills this baits in Beedrill next, and the Beedrill has Rage and Pursuit for trapping moves. Thank you for the Raid Parrot Robar. I can just stay in with Nomu, but like it sees Rage and Pursuit as highest damage. I just have to attack then, right, and just tank and hope that I don't get King's Rock. And then Ditto copies Nomu. Is that even playable? Ludi doesn't have a water move, but I think it's probably the best I have. I don't really have any other plays, I think. We do get some Shell Bell healing. Now just avoid the King's Rock flinch. I can't switch here. Both Rage and Pursuit trap me, and they're buffed to 70 base power in this game. I'm definitely dead to boosted crit. I might be dead to crit outright, I'm not sure. Only one way to find out, right? Okay, poison-tailed. Nice. Now it's Ditto. Ditto has Shadow Tag, so we can't switch out until he transforms. Transform is also a prio move. So we can actually hit him with an Earth Power or a Sand Tomb. And I think then it's Ludi to finish it off. What is Nature Power on this terrain? I think it is Earthquake, right? It's always Sand Tomb
Below
here.
to Nomu only.
I think Poison Tail was just highest move from Beedrill there. Because I think it's 100 base power, right? So it's 150 with stab, 75 resisted, so it's higher damage than the other two. And I don't know if damage prio makes them more... It's actually 120 base, yeah, okay. I don't know if damage prio makes it more likely there. Alright, Ludi should be able to finish this. Not at all how I thought this fight would go, but it did end up working out. This fight is scary, man. It's a huge AI check. Very, very puzzly. It's very like run and bun style. 3 more fights till the box refresh. 4 more if we end up encountering Raoul. Yeah, Shuckle is as late as it could possibly be, and it still couldn't have come earlier, man. Like, that didn't make sense what I just said. I got Shuckle as late as it can be, and it's still like immediately just like part of the, like, literally, I guess it does make sense what I said. It couldn't have come later. I had no answers for this Pikachu without Shuckle. Like, I'd have to set up like some absurd like chain kill. Okay, next fight is cute. The theme is all these Pokemon have held items that are unique to them. I think this fight's not very hard. I think the Clamperl, like, Giga doesn't do any damage whatsoever. Let's not ever touch the speed up button on this route because of Raoul, whose team I now know because of my scouting session. The scouting event will probably go on daily when we need to have a filler episode. Or like a couple of filler episodes. I think Chansey gives 1 XP in this game, right? Yeah, 3 XP. I guess, like, maybe I should have gone Meganium, because it does have quite a bit of special defense, especially if it sets up Amnesia. It's gonna be fine. I'm sure Grass Knot does less damage here, right? Clamperl is 52 kilograms. God damn. Joe, where's that going in the tier list? This is 80 base power Grass Knot. Yeah, okay, never mind. This guy's just... Biggest clam ever found. Giant clam, 250 kilograms. God damn! The whole black market for their shells. I would imagine, yeah. What do they do with the shells? Is it like medicinal? Or do like rich people like put them in their like foyer or whatever? Trainer just clicks like random moves. It's free from here? I think so. I think the entire fight was just completely free. This fight's a little bit of a joke. If you don't have Torterra, it's actually not a joke at all because specifically this Marowak is so hard to switch into with exactly a rock and a ground move and random AI. It's actually pretty scary. It's slow though and doesn't have like a quick claw or anything, so, and it doesn't get like stab on the rock move, so. You guys ever hear that old story? I think I heard it in like a Radio Lab episode like 12 years ago or something, of the like guy who went to like a national park or something to take like to test like the age of some trees, and the tool that there's like a tool that you can put into the tree to like pull out part of the bark or whatever, but he like f***ed it up and it was like stuck really badly in there, and the only way they could remove it was by like cutting down the tree, and then afterwards they realized that it was like one of the oldest trees ever found. Big whoopsie. Like in hindsight, I don't think they were expecting it to be that fucking old, right? I thought it was just like they thought it was like a random tree. Okay, next is Cowgirl Shelly. Provided we don't run into Raoul, this is our next fight. This fight's kind of not a joke at all. It's kind of actually like pretty disgusting. The tree was almost 5,000 years old. Damn, dude. That's crazy. All right, most important part here though is dodge Raoul. Basically, we can go up one more. And then just as soon as he passes the bottom right spot, we just walk up. It seems actually so easy. I don't want to like eat my words or whatever, but I feel like you should never get caught by this. And then this column is also safe, right? It's creepy if I say that your videos help me fall asleep. No, man, I got my fall asleep to creators. It's a big compliment. Also, it's a really good watch time. Fall asleep to content is really generally very profitable on YouTube because they're long ass videos. They sometimes run through the night. You get all that watch time, and they often run on TVs where you get the best CPM because there's less likely to be ad blocks and stuff like that. Bedtime content is slept on. Okay, okay. Is this best pace? I think this is like, if the data I have is correct, 8 below best pace. Alright, this Rapidash is really annoying. We're gonna Encore into Fire Blast. 7 or 8 above. Ahead of best pace, so. Switch AI cannot happen here. Yo, let's go. Okay, so the reason I wanted to do this Encore play is it lets me bait the Guaranteed Thunder from Amphi here. Although this could counter, doesn't really matter. And now we can Mud Shot to take off the Shuka Berry while playing around counter. Damn, this is nothing. I don't know how you managed to do these Nuzlocke, bro. I can't even complete one in a normal Pokemon game. I mean, it helps that I have like 9,000 hours of doing Nuzlocks. But also, I'm just a very patient person. That's me. So patience is the #1 virtue in doing Nuzlocks? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Well, after the big 3, obviously. You know. Money, pussy, and Vivans. This only has body slam to do damage with, so let's put some XP off of Nomo. The next fight is fucking brutal, man. It's what's gating us from the next box refresh. The two times I did the two times I did that fight, I didn't really struggle that much, but I feel like I got really lucky. Really like a fake out mod in the last game. In the next fight, yeah, that's not gonna happen. Oh yeah, I think I went crazy with Spinda last time. Dude, Spinda carried this entire next section, so I have like no real data. Magmar seems really nice, but like fake out kind of f***s up a lot of shit, right? There's like a Giga high roll you can go for where you try to have Jinx fake out something that's not Shuckle, and then you just click Encore. You could lead Shuckle Walrein, double Encore the Jinx. It's the MS on Walrein. I don't know, it's pretty close to EU server, so probably like ping of like 12 or 13. If we make it past this fight, we get a huge box refresh. How finished is the Drayano Gauntlet video? Oh boy. Oh buddy. Oh brother. Oh, buddy. Ask me again in... Ask me again after Christmas. I have no idea, man. Let's just see what happens. Okay, this is a really garbage opening. But if it works, it's really good. I'm gonna double Encore the Jinx. Trying to predict that it's gonna fake out. Okay, and now Shuckle needs to not get attracted or flinched. Okay, we end up getting a Quick Claw proc, but it doesn't matter because that's the Pokemon that flinched. Okay, that's fine. Wait, what? Oh my god, it's AoE in this game. Well, what the fuck do we do now? This would have been so good if it worked, like insanely good. We would have had 1v2 for like 5 turns. It's like run and bun style. Let's try to get rid of the Altaria, I guess. I think Shuckle should switch. Oh, this sucks so much. We could double switch, but I mean, I gotta get rid of Altaria somehow. Probably should have taught Rock Tomb to Shuckle at this point. This is absolutely disastrous though. Huge. Okay, it can click Attract again because it's like on random AI or whatever. Thank you, Walrein. You're my guiding star. This living this is actually quite nice. Let's just do that again and then just kill the Jinx. Switch AI. Not bad, actually. Not bad. Now we have to contend with, like, potentially random AI Flareon. Oh, man. I think Magmar has to, like, stay in. The Wigglytuff doesn't have a lot of damage potential. I think I can leave this up for a bit. But like Flareon's superpower into the Walrein is obviously horrible. Actually, Flare Blitz superpower is same damage because it's adaptability. We could go Altaria. Altaria is actually so insanely safe. Unless it's exactly Wigglytuff Attract. I think I have to stay in with Magmar. Magmar can like super die here. Double switch Altaria Weezing means neither of them can be attracted when they come in, and they both outspeed Flareon and can probably kill it. Let's do that. Weezing can totally die here, though. Also, Wigglytuff Attract is absolute disaster. But what can you do? Okay. Christ. Okay. That's really good. Huge tempo swing for us. We can air slash sludge bomb. That didn't do shit, man. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. She's back. Outspeeds both my mons. I have to double switch. Honestly, back to Walrein Shuckle is like not super terrible. Okay. We shillin'. Let's try to take out the Altaria. I could have tracked this turn. I think we should proactively switch out Shuckle. If I go to Nomu on this side, I can force Nidoqueen. Probably should have ran Persimberry on Nomu, but it's a little hindsighty. I'm very much running out of HP on Pokemon that can do damage. I just don't want to Love Disc yet. I need this to be Magmar. Or I need this to be Nidoqueen. We can like get Giga here. I don't want this to be Nomu, because it could be Altaria attract, right? I'll go Magmar. Begrudgingly. Yeah. Okay, nice. That's really big. Killing the Nidoqueen is not going to be easy. That's so beautiful. Obviously, can Magmar... Oh wait, this is perfect. This is so good. This is the exact position I want. Obviously, Magmar baits Love Disc here, but that's exactly what I'm looking for. Because I outspeed and kill with Thunder Punch, that's why Magmar is on this team. I can just do damage to Wigglytuff here with Dive. Ooh, Encore Wigglytuff into Flamethrower is actually also not bad. Walrein is faster. Hope this kills. It's a Love Disc, man. Come on. Dude, Hasty Magmar is disgusting. Okay, I think now it's... double to Wheezing Nomu. Or double to Shuckle Nomu. Double to Shuckle Nomu is super, super free. Supersonic can f me here. Yeah, Shuckle saw like Finasteride, Minoxidil, and all that. He was like, "F that. We going shiny." Oh, not having a Rock Tomb is so ass here. I think I need to actually play proactively here. I think I can switch to Magmar. I don't think I could switch to. Is Altaria faster? Yeah, I could switch to Altaria. Magmar is nice because I can finish Neoqueen next turn, but this could be Sand Tomb this turn. I shouldn't have gone Shuckle. I mean, I also have to eventually remove the Wigglytuff. I'm just not sure how much Flamethrower from Wigglytuff does to Wheezing is kind of my thing right now. I'm gonna go to Wheezing. It seems like the best mid-ground. Perfect. Oh, that's so... all that is so good for me. All of that is so good for me. My god. Oh, and you're perfectly dead too. Wigglytuff still encored? Beautiful. Another riskless fight. Okay. Dude, we unlock so much now. It's crazy. Not only do we get, I believe, 4 encounters. Ruins, Salacion, Egg, and Route 210. I technically get Evo Stones for Eevee, but they're all kind of ass. I'm kind of waiting for Espeon or Umbreon personally, which I don't get the Evo Stones for those just yet. But the most important Evo Stone that we get right now is the Hard Stone, which evolves either Geodude into Graveler or Machoke into Machamp. Sorry, or Machop into Machoke. Now, the way that Machoke and Graveler evolve is by leveling up with the other one in the party. So Graveler evolves if you level up Graveler with a Machoke in your party, and vice versa. You only get 1 Hard Stone. I don't know why they made this so fucking complicated, man. This is so stupid. They don't only evolve via Hard Stone, they also evolve at level 48, which is 1 above the cap. It is, however, a legal play to overlevel one of these. So for example, we could overlevel Graveler to 48 to be a Graveler. Then we Hard Stone the Machop into Machoke. And then we level up Machoke with overleveled Graveler in our party to get Machamp. That's the idea. Which means we would be giving up one of these in order to evolve the other. And we're only giving up for this split. Graveler is... Golem is Battle Armor, which is really nice. I believe Machamp is No Guard. They're both pretty good. I have Rock and Ground types. I think Machamp is the clear choice here. No Guard is broken. I mean, it depends what kind of moves you get. Machamp does get Cross Chop, I believe. I mean, you get Mega Kick, which is 140 base power, 90 accuracy. Oh yeah, Superpower. Superpower is what you get. Yeah, 140 base power fighting with recoil. Machop gets Cross Chop at 46. Yeah, I'd rather run Superpower, I think. Let's worry about that after we get our encounters, maybe. We don't get a Moonstone, unfortunately, so Jigglypuff is going to stay its stupid chud. We want to hatch our egg first, I think. We have to hatch it in here for it to be a valid encounter location. Honestly, I would love to get Miltank again. This box is very much missing a normal type. The Return of Milk Steak. I could go for some milk steak right now, man. It's chicken salad day in pChal household, though. Wednesday's chicken salad day. Just some grilled chicken breasts, some lettuce, some tomatoes, lemon juice, olive oil, salt, pepper, MSG. Pretty good stuff, man. My problem with my chicken salad is, and honestly, with the grilled chicken salad is, and I'm sure a lot of you know this stuff. Like, I think the very first time I made this recipe for myself, I still remember this day how fucking bomb it was. I was watching White Lotus season 3 at the time, and I remember like licking the fucking bowl clean because it was so good. Legit, I think I texted 3 people that are close to me in life that was the best meal I've ever, like one of the best meals I've ever had. I've made it once every week since then, and this was a long time ago, and I've not been able, same ingredients, I've not been able to recreate it at all. I don't know what the f happened, man. Maybe I was really hungry. I don't remember where I got the chicken, I guess, is my thing. And I don't remember if I maybe used chicken thighs. That's the only, but I've tried chicken thighs a bunch of times after that, and I don't really, wasn't really the same result. Also, pan frying chicken thighs is like a mess, man. Especially if it's skin on, that's a lot of fat. I love chicken thighs though, but don't you dare bring skin on chicken thighs to my barbecue. That shit is banned from my grill. I prefer chicken breast. I mean, it's like, it's just leaner, which is nice for like macro purposes, I guess, but like, okay, I'm gonna say this, and I feel like ball knowers are gonna agree, and I think non-ball knowers are gonna think that I'm smoking crack. I think chicken breast is one of the hardest meats to cook perfectly. Like, top legit 3. Serviceable chicken breast is fine. I use a meat thermometer, and like honestly, I think there's like, I have a theory, because I've been making this recipe like once a week for a while now, and I try out everything, every kind of marinade and brining and dry brining or whatever, putting it on the grill, putting it on the stove, whatever. I feel like there is legitimately sometimes factors in like the divine sphere that are completely beyond your control that determine whether or not your chicken breast is going to turn out well. I think I've had absolutely perfectly cooked chicken breast maybe once in my life at like a fancy French restaurant. It's like the skill cap is like infinite, bro. Super Mario 64 Cosmic Rays. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. There's like some bit flip that happens on some of my chicken breasts. Chicken breasts have both no skill floor and no skill ceiling. That's also true. You can make absolutely horrendous chicken breast, man. Making a horrendous chicken breast is pretty easy. Sous vide. I've thought about it, man. I think it's more than anything, and I think this is something I have to get over personally. I think it's like an aesthetics thing, man. I don't want to be the guy that owns a sous vide machine. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about that specific gadget. It's like not even performative mail coded. It's like, I think it's just Reddit, man. I think it's just Reddit coded, like to the nth degree, which is fine. I do a lot of Reddit coded activities, to be fair. You're the exact person that would have one. Yeah, that's probably part of the reason why I'm so hesitant to get one. I feel like it feeds into the cliche too much at this point, you know? It is Josh Wiseman coded, that's absolutely true. Which, to be fair, aesthetically, like of all the people who say is my YouTube celebrity lookalike, that's probably the closest, you know? Maybe that's what I'm trying to avoid. Anyway, let's see what's in this egg. Making chicken breast in the crock pot slow cooker, so it's shreddable. I used to have one of those crock pot slow cookers. I don't think it's a good unitasker. I would just like braise shit in the oven rather, right? I don't know. But it does make like decent chicken breast, I think. Sorry, I'm just rage baiting you guys at this point. Yay, let's go. We have Philly, Fresno, Hamburg. Oh, I get it. Wellington, that's pretty good. New Delhi, Buttermilk, that's not a city, is it? Moscow. That's too good not to take, man. It's so bad it's good. Come on. Come on. If you want to submit nicknames, by the way, which we're getting 3 more encounters, lowest tier on patreon.com/pChal, and then go to pChal.tv, log in with your Patreon account, and you can suggest a nickname for every single Pokemon available in the game. Also, check out the weekly episodes of the Dark Rising Egglock over on Patreon. Quirky is neutral. 31 special attack, W. I mean, this guy's fine. 16 attack is serviceable. Having like really good speed on this would be really nice because you legit like outspeed everything. Why did you fail A24? I've never worked with that movie studio in my life. Okay, so Laceon Town encounter. So daytime is Lopunny, Electrike, nighttime is Cacturne and Murkrow. Murkrow sounds, a dark type sounds kind of sick as f at this point. Not really a big fan of Lopunny, especially now that I have Miltank. Electrike means nothing to me. John Pork would be nice, Fluffy would be fine. Raptors, Viper, Diglett, Stunky can boom. I don't have a Pokemon that puts Pokemon to sleep on this in this box, and I did use my Quick Ball. That also makes me want to do nighttime just so Dusk Balls work. We could get Zangoose. That'd be kind of cool. All right, let's see. Oh, I can buy Quick Balls now? Is this true? I can buy Dusk Balls now. Is that what you're thinking of, chat? Or you're thinking of Vanilla Platinum, aren't you, chat? You're thinking of fucking Vanilla Platinum. You motherfuckers. Ban that guy? It was like 6 people saying it, I swear. Otherwise, I wouldn't have even considered it. What's Vanilla Platinum? It's like Platinum, but unmodded. Just Platinum. It's just Platinum. Just... You know what I'm saying. Because we, at some point, decided that like one of the most, like, weirdest and most complex flavors out there is a stand-in for neutral, unmodified, unkinky, which is okay. I don't mind. Missionary Platinum. Isn't like buttercream or buttermilk stare in other countries? I have no idea. I wonder if there's an equivalent in German, actually. I don't think so, right? 0815. Yeah, okay, that's true. Which I used to know where that's from and I don't know anymore. Is it a military reference? Oh, it's the old World War I machine gun. Leave it to the Germans to make it a military comparison instead of a f***ing flavor one. Jesus. Yeah, I'm not that adventurous in bed. I'm more a little on the World War I machine gun side. Anyway. Okay. We do not have an electric type, I don't think. This is our second no-guard Pokemon also. Is the moveset on this guy like giga f***ed if I get him this way? Not really. We get Power Gem and Signal Beam if we evolve at 42. This like can't utilize no-guard at all until you're in Fog. At which point you're making your opponent's moves guaranteed hit. What are you doing? Thunder and Focus Blast are both TMs. I think the main thing with this is not evolving it and having static, right? So you can force more electric types. Better than better. I've heard stuff about Electabuzz. We can turn Electabuzz from a 5% into like a 52.5% encounter on the next route. That's pretty beast. Look at Electivire. Plus 10 speed buff. Adaptability. God damn. I assume this is like Giga late game though. You need the Electorizer. Anyway, Fluffy, nickname on the Patreon. Let's see it. Let's do Auckland. Name the sheep Aberdeen. Oh, I didn't see it. To be fair, I feel like every nation that borders another nation directly on land has some group that is considered sheep inside. I feel like every group has another group calling them sheep. Like there's some crazy old European like borders that don't even exist anymore. See, people are bringing up German examples. Ancient texts speak of this. Yeah. That is a 31 special attack IV. This thing is disgusting. Oh my god. Okay, don't evolve this yet. We might want to use static. Let's think about it. Let's think about Route 210. Do I want to pull for this Electabuzz? I'm never getting to Electivire. I don't believe it. But this box does need some more fast Pokemon. And especially with the upcoming rain route, I feel like having an Electabuzz is probably a pretty good idea. What else is on that route? I think Scyther is pretty good here, right? Mothim is a dupe. Venomoth would be dog shit. I think it just depends on how much dog is on the route. See, people in chat are disagreeing over which German sub-region are the sheepkers. And I bet your country has that too. Honey treeing is really interesting because we only have Weedle left on the global table and we have the mid-game local table unlocked now, which has Lickitung on it. And that guy I've heard is pretty fucking good. In fact, we even have Mime Jr. duped off, so it leaves like Cherim, Ursaring, Pidgeotto, Lickitung. Das ist pretty interesting. Saarland sind eher mit sich selbst beschäftigt, ja, so könnte man das sagen. Yeah, I think there's too much dog shit on this route. I think we should either Honey Tree, which I think is locked behind trainers, or we should static for Electabuzz. I kind of want to go for Golduck again on 215, I'm not going to lie. I kind of want another water type, and I want like a faster one. I don't know if I feel the Honey Tree, to be honest. I do like the idea of getting Electabuzz, I'm not going to lie. True, it also means I'll have a static one after evolving Fluffy. Good point. Time of day is between Furret Cacturn or Illumise Volbeat. I would still kind of like a dark type, and Furret is a dupe. Illumise Volbeat are kind of chuds. So let's do daytime. Alright, higher than 50% to get Electabuzz here, because we're leading with a static Pokemon. That is the worst Pokemon on the route. It is guaranteed Tinted Lens, and it has Sleep Powder at this point, which is actually not like super terrible. Not very happy with this encounter, but what can you do? They can't all be bangers. The people want to see Tallahassee, Tyre, Katowice. Katowice. How to pronounce Katowice?
Katowice.
There's no way that's right. That's British. How do you pronounce it in Polish?
You are looking at Julian.
I love Julian's pronunciation guide.
Let's learn how to pronounce the name of the city in Poland.
Dude, how bassy is this guy's voice?
For more Polish names pronunciations, make sure to stay tuned to learn more. Katowice.
Polish people, was that right? Talking to his Discord Ekin. I think just for all that, that's gonna be the name. Jolly Nature is pretty nice for this. Pretty bad special attack on this guy, not gonna lie. Would love it if it was timid instead. This is like minimum special attack. This is kind of really dog shit. Okay, one more encounter. Okay, it's gonna be rough because the Baltoys can boom. But I mean, what can you do? That's a 2% and this can teleport. And this lets me skip the next route because I have teleport. And I think this thing is insane. This has a bunch of buffs. It's unlikely that we get it, I think. Catch rate 59. We are I don't think we're getting an encounter here. This also gets gravity, which is crazy. It also gets intimidate. It gets roleplay, which is probably whatever. Spatial Rend at level 43, ladies and gentlemen. The Spatial Rend. Off of 105 special attack. This thing is godlike, but I'm probably not catching it. The catch rate is too low. And it can teleport. I think investing 2 turns by switching to Shuck and then encoring on a turn that I don't even know if it's going to teleport or not is not worth the chance of just throwing a bunch of dust balls. If I don't get it, it's kind of just a punish straight up for not leading with Venomoth. We'll learn for next attempt. Getting this would be absolutely insane. Oh my god. The implications of this are pretty crazy. It means we can skip the entire next route if we just take this to every fight on the route after. Which, I don't know what the f we would... I think we should just fight the route, right? But this thing is really, really good. So Spatial Rend is 100 accuracy, 120 base power, special dragon move, high crit rate. This thing is nuts, man. 85 base speed is decent. So it's got plus 10 attack, plus 10 defense, plus 20 special attack, plus 10 special defense. It's guaranteed intimidate. We're mostly, I'm guessing, running Body Slam, Extrasensory, Spatial Rend. And then we kind of want to keep teleport. I don't know if anyone submitted nicknames for this, man. Couple. No idea how to pronounce this one. Vilnius, Tromso, Kingston, Helsinki, Rovaniemi, Hanoi, or Oslo. Can someone explain Tromsø? It's in the far north of Norway. Oh, I thought there was like a pun in Norwegian with it meaning like deer city or something. They get a lot of wild reindeer. I mean, it looks pretty. I see it. Sure, why not? That was like 8% to catch first ball. You gotta do what you gotta do. I think IVs on this are actually gonna be really relevant, especially speed. 85 is like that exact speed tier where you want like your plus speed nature and your good IV. And getting a bad thing in both can like you. And then also the Stantler is a mixed attacker, so we don't necessarily... We don't want minus attack, minus attack, minus special attack, or minus speed. I do think Hasty or Naive are the ideal natures. Adamant is fine. I'll take it. The Spatial Rends are going to hit less, but the Body Slams are going to hit more. Jesus f***ing... Hey, listen, at least it's not minus speed. That was the main thing I was worried about, to be honest. 215 encounter... And also the fated, probably Karata Undi evolution we're gonna have to do tomorrow. I'm already way over time. Thank you for watching, y'all. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.